Hello, welcome again to All-in-One. This is one of the best channel where we run different softwares from electrical, from architecture, and even from civil engineering and other programming languages, as you already see on on different videos that we have uploaded here. So today we'll be dealing with a simple circuit diagram that is called intermediate switch. You have already used the intermediate switch, and sometimes you don't know how it works, how to draw the circuit that presents this intermediate switch. So because this is a beginner series, hope you have also watched the past parts about these courses, and it is very educative and very explainable, and you'll be needing this in different fields where you will be asked to draw as an electrical engineer. Without looking at the side, you will know how it works when you have seen this video. Even you can put it on the paper, you can put it just for showing someone. And today we'll be using software to draw this circuit diagram, and I hope you can see that it is electrical AutoCAD. And I will go step by step explaining you each and everything, what tools we'll be needing, what we need, and how we should be doing this circuit. So as you can see, we have this circuit diagram, and we will need this first switch, the second switch, which is intermediate, and the third switch, meaning this first switch is the one gang switch, meaning that it is the switch that is which actually open and close. The way this circuit works is that if a person, for example, you are just rising up on the stairs of a given house, and you open the lamp, and when you reach at the end of the, for example, let me use paint so that you understand how it works. Paint, okay, and I can so see it is opening. So you can see, for example, this is our stairway. This is the space. Let me increase this a little bit. This is the stair steps like this. Okay, after this, for example, this given that this is a wall, and here is at the end of the wall, and you're gonna go in another place, this being the stair like this. So what will happen here, you have the switch here. This is the first switch. No, this is the first gang switch, and this is the second gang switch, and the lamp is in the middle like here. So the system that you see here on this picture is that the switch one may close or open the lamp, but the action of compression or the activity to be done where there will be an intermediate switch which also have capability of opening and closing, which may be pressed here. This is the lamp to be controlled by those switches, and we have three switches. Okay, let me use black like this. We have three switches, and this is the first switch, one gang switch, and this is the second switch, and this will be the multi-positional switch that is being drawn like this, which is intermediate switch between those two switches. So the way to draw this in AutoCAD or electrical CAD, I will be showing you step by step, and you will understand how these things are simple and very easy. So let us close this paint without saving, and then use this image to draw this wiring diagram, because we have different diagram. There is a wiring diagram, there is a circuit diagram, and even there is what we call schematic diagram, and I'll be drawing them, all of them, so that you know to differentiate them, and you'll be understanding how things work step by step. So we go by first creating let's create the new folder, and name this folder simple circuit. Simple. Now I you cannot search for it. Let me just create the folder here, and let's name it intermediate switch, and you can see that this is intermediate switch, and you just click OK or OK properties. Okay, and then you click OK properties. What is happening? What is the problem? What is the problem with this AutoCAD? Okay, let us use the current one, but you can see you can get this. Let us try again to see whether there is a problem with this software. And we intermediate switch, and we just click OK. Okay, it is now created, and you can see that education, the intermediate part, the intermediate folder is created, and inside the intermediate folder all are combined inside the folder of this education. And you can do this, click like this, and you find different drawings here, but I'll be showing you each and everything step by step. Inside the intermediate folder, that is where we are going to put the drawing. And to choose drawing, first you choose the file, and when you click there, the file, first thing that you do is to click on the folder like this, and then you go and click on the new drawing. And when you want to create the new drawing, you will see that there is something that is being, the dialog box that opens, which says create the new drawing, and you will name it this intermediate switch like this. And then you browse the template, and when you browse the template, there are so many templates that is international, which are used to draw electrical installation in this electrical card. So you just choose the one. If you choose this one, you will see that it is like a blank page, and you may choose this a card named the plot styles. And there is another that is called AutoCAD again. You can see there is bunch of templates that can be used, as you already see when you open a Word or Microsoft Word for just typing or even writing paper. You will find a bunch of templates, so you are the one to choose from here. You can see there is a bunch of templates, and you are the one to choose from it. So let us choose this, and with this we open. We must first also include the description. Let's name this description two-way or intermediate switch, which location, for example, the stairs like this. And description, say we have 3 switches. This will be the description that will be in the document, that will be included on the document when you want to print it out of the software. And when it come out from the printer, you will see this description showing the user a kind of thing that is going to do. When like an engineer, when you get this paper, you will know what you're gonna do. Let's do this project code. This is a type of code, that a simple code that you can give to an installation. For example, on the first floor stair, you can write it on the first like this: floor stairs. And the installation code, you may name it, for example, I wanted this will be the description. In case that you wanted to draw many drawings from different many drawings, you will have the installation code, and that installation code will be working like the important description which differentiated the drawing from one another. So location code, you may name it, for example, 001 stairs like this. And the sheet, you may, or papers, you may begin from 0 or you may begin from 1. And yes, hope this is okay. And when you click this OK properties, there is another dialog box that shall open, and you can see it is the box that is full of those description that we have written there, components that we're gonna change, even the number or file, then wire numbers, cross reference, styles, and the drawing for format. You can see it is very simple. The width of the drawing, that is to specify if you wanted to use ladder, and I'll be explaining this in the coming videos. If you watched the past videos, this will be simple, don't lose mind. So for this we are not gonna use the reader, but I'll be using it in the coming video so that you understand how it is important and how to use it. So just click OK, because normally we have this 4.5, that is in inches or millimeters. That is the dimension which this this drawing will be using, and just click OK. And then you can see that the template have opened it, and by this you see my computer resolution is very low, but no problem, you will see it. And you can see that by the description we have seen that there is an intermediate switch. There is too many things that will be here, and you can see that they say that is the paper of one or four first, and to fulfill this also I will show you the way to fulfill them in the coming video. It is so very simple. You just click on this text, and you say you just put it here, and then you name it, for example, Dr. Eric, like that. And when because somehow we have higher text, we can change this to be Valdana like this, and then we change font size from 0 to 0.1 like this, and you can see that it is completed inside there. There's no problem, I will show you each and everything in the coming videos. So let us deal with this drawing. You have understood that the way it will be working, and now we are going to draw it step by step. So every circuit diagram must have these fuses or phases. This is responsible for, in case there is of a current, this phases breaks down so that there won't be any problem of damages of the other materials. So let us continue and draw this drawing and see how our circuit will be like. So you go here to schematics, and the first thing that we'll do is making the wires, or creating the wires or wire colors that you will need. By there you will first change this, or you see it is the percentage color to percentage size, and we must use percentage size to the percentage color. So to differentiate there's a wires from another, or even lines from another, we need to use, for example, wire 01 as the code, underscore percentage size like this, and the percentage color, no color, like this. And then after this you may create the first wire, and you may say I want this wire to be red, like this, red. And then size, you may name it, let's say, to be 10 AWG, which is the American standard of wires. And then when you do that, it will automatically take this code of our wire and put it here. After that, we see they are telling us to change the color, and you can change the color from here to be red, and change the line weight to be, for example, we wanted it to be with this size, okay, but to not be visible, the size will not be visible when we are drawing. It will be visible when this drawing is printed out. You will see the difference between those wires. So let us also choose the neutral wire, and we choose the neutral wire to have black, blue, like this, and we name it to have, for example, 12 AG, and when we click enter, the same code will be applied, and we change this color from there to blue like this. Let's use this blue, and then click OK, and at the end we click OK. And I'll be showing you the way to import wires in the coming videos about this electrical installation, so that you understand how things works like. So as you can see, now we have our panel we are going to draw. When you click here, the back, that gridded back will be removed, and this is the snapping mode, which will be used when you grab some materials from there, and I'll be showing you in the coming videos. So let us draw our circuit diagram. Come here to home, you will see lines, and the first thing that we'll do is that we are going to begin with lead wires. You can see we have too much lead wires, so we begin from here to here to here to here, and then we go step by step until we end the reddish systems or system color. Let us go. First, change the layer and find the wires that we have created and pick blue. Then you must zoom in so that you don't use the entire one. You cannot draw one drawing on only this sized page. You will find that it is very big. So to do it where you maximize the letter, this mockup or even template, so to draw it in, if you have too many drawing and you want to include them in only one template. So let us go. Let's first create the wire. Turn on this orthogonality means that when we click the orthogonality and we do it like this, you see that only line goes in the angle of only 180 or even 90 degrees, like this and this. There is no, it cannot go in the angle of at least 30 or any else where. When you click like this, you can see the angle between an edge and another is 90. If there is no orthogonal, you can do whatever you want. You can see orthogonal is not on, but when you click, you can see you can draw the wire at a very angle that you want. That is the importance of the orthogonality, and it is useful when you are drawing the wings like that. So it's Control Z, and we start again. That was something that was very important to understand. So let us draw. Go step by step and grab a line. If you have a computer, then go. First thing that we will do is that we will have this angle, this like that, and we'll do this like this. 1, 2, and then grab it a little bit, and 3 like that, and then you stop from here, then click enter. So you can see now we finished our first part from here, and we reached here. So the next thing that we are going to do is to draw these 2 wires. What we're gonna do is just taking this, and we find a little bit distance, and we make sure that we at least choose this position from here, and then we do it like this, and then this, so that they seem that they are in the same box. Then draw like this, and when you reach here, yes, this process I'm doing is just snapping, or it is located here on this press. That is where you check the end point where you want to end it, midpoint, the center, and this is the allocation. Whenever you want to equalize in an equal thing, you just come by side of something that you want to compare it with, and you somehow click on its endpoint, and it will show you a green line that will show you that they are equated like this, for example, like this. And I come here, for example, you can see that they are showing me that this line now they are equal. And I will show you when I reach on another angle how I will do it. And then we need to go down a little bit like that, and we come here, then we click like this, and let us choose. You can see now this is the end point, and you can see that that green line now comes showing that they are now somehow equal. They are now somehow equal. If they are equal, you just click at the point where you want to end this line, you can see, and then you get it back here, and you see the end of this point. Let's see whether we can determine the end of this point. Yes, you can see that the green line now comes, and then we do it like this. Yes, you can see now we finished this part of wire from here, rise up step by step, and we ended it by here. So now we go to making the second wire. We just grab it from there, and we put it here. They are showing us that that is the distance that is between them, and then you just click like this, and then you rise up a little bit again, and then again like this, and then rise up, move horizontal by orthogonal of 90, move down like this, and then like this, and then downward, and then move like this. Make sure that somehow they are equal, and then click enter. You can see now we finished this, these two parts, or these two wires that connects this single switch to an intermediate switch. Now we take the second part, which shows that we must have another two wires that is in corresponding at the same distance. Then what you're gonna do is just grabbing the line again, and somehow you check this, and then you go horizontal a little bit like this, and then a little bit. Yes, you can see now they are showing us they are equal, and then you rise up and you find the sign of equality there. You can see green light, a green line now come, and then you click there, and then continue like this, then downward again, and search the equality step by step. I will be explaining this story in the coming videos, but for now you can come here on this part, and then you check this endpoint, midpoint, the center, geometric center, the node, the quadrant, extension that shows how you want to extend your line, and then the nearest point, especially on the circles, and I will show you how it works. So you can see now we go downward. You can see that our green line now comes showing that they are equal. Now you go, you do it like this, and you find the sign of inequality again, then you click like this, and then you find the line of inequality there, and you click this. Okay, you can see now the second line, we have finished the second lead wire, and then let us choose again another wire to find the sign of inequality. Yes, now you can see, find it here, we go by rising, we click here, rise up a little bit, then horizontal, then rise again like here, and then continue like this, and then downward a little bit, you can see, and then you go step by step here, and then you go down here, and you find the sign of inequality, then we go there, and here we find the equality here, and now you can see we finished our second part. You can see our second part will be here, showing that we finished this part from here to here, and now we reach here where we take the other wire that come from this one-way switch, and then we rise up so that they meet with the ramps. So the way to do it, we find the mediate like here. Let's name this point to be mediate like this, and you just click like here, and then you come above a little bit, then you just lace up like that. Okay, now you can see we are finalizing the right part of the wire, and the image that we have here is showing us these two lamps are now connected in the best way, so that we can switch from one side. Those two lamps can go off in one side or can be opened on another side by putting on. So just let us continue by first finishing these parts, which shows us there is those cycles showing that they are the nodes of the switch, and how to put them there. You just grab the cycle like this, and then you come here, and you do it like that. Yes, you can do it. Let's change the color. Yes, let's change the color. No, let's continue to use the same lead color if there is no problem. So let's do it like this, and you can see that this cycle is not at the end of where we want it to be. That is where move function comes in the action. So you just click here, and you select the object that you want to click, then click enter. After entering, search the point that will be the end point that you want, and then click on it, then grab your wire and put it exactly at the end of the point that you want it to be, like here, and you can see it is pressed very well. So other will be using the copying method like this. How copy method will be working like, you just come here and copy by clicking there, and by clicking there you just come here and click, then press enter after copying, and choose the end point, what will be the end point, and then click like this, and you can see that we have already grabbed the wire. If you pan by clicking the middle mouse button, there will be no problem, and you can see that our copied object is moving orthogonally. It cannot go up or cannot go down. It just works in the on the angle of 90 or 180. So the way to solve this problem, then put this orthogonality. You see now it is on, then click on it and it will go off, and then you can press it where you want. You see, when you put it here, they tell you that it is the end point of that line, and you just click like that, and then by here you just click like that, and then for this also you just click like this and click like that. There is no problem. And then we must fulfill also those remaining cycles. You go and grab even again whatever the cycle that you want, but you want to change the angle of grabbing. We just click copy, and then we click on the cycle that we want to copy. Then just click also enter. After entering, we will find the point that must be the end point, and we say that this will be the end point. And then when you do that, by the end point of that line, it shows here that it is the end point. Then click. When you click, then the cycle is going to be there like that, like this. Here you can see that it is being snapped very well, and by the end of here you can see that it is working very well. So you just click enter like that. So you can see now we are finalizing the live part, the live part of this circuit, and we need also another layer of the line that is being drawn crossing, that shows that this is two switches crossing each other, and this is also one switch, one switch. The way to do it, you just grab the line and search successive point, that is where this nearest point comes into action. If it is not there and you come here to choose, you will see that you will find only this point at the right angles only. So if you wanted to choose another point either from here, what you're gonna do is just coming here and then you choose the nearest that it works on the cycle, and then you can choose from here and then put it somewhere like here as you want, and then you continue with an intermediate switch. Then you choose any point that you want, and then you snap it here, then you click enter, and then you grab another one from there and then click here and then click enter. You can see how it is working like. Let's see how the circuit is telling us, and you can see there is a leakage of continuing lines here, and I will show you. We will be using another wire to represent it, another wire color to represent it. So also here we can you come and choose the nearest point like this and this, and then click enter. So to show the point of continuity of the circuit, we may use another layer. Let us choose the layer, for example, the linking layer like that, and let us choose this link layer like this by wire, and then you do things like this. You search for any point that you want, and then you press it there. By pressing escape, you go to another side and you just do it like this. Yes, like this. And I'll be showing you how to use the dashed line in the coming videos. So yes, you can see how it is working like so. And then we may need another wire, another whitish from here to here as we want, and then we click enter likewise. So you can see it is so simple and it is very easy. We finished the live part of the circuit diagram, and you can see we have this first part and this is the second part. How to now continue with the second part, and we finish it. The second part will be neutral part. Yes, it will be the neutral part. It is very easy and very simple. First is to determine the location where we want it. What you're gonna do is that by here first let us first end this a live part by red wire. You can see I changed this layer of wire, and let me use just a simple line there, and then go like, for example, let me turn on orthogonality like this, and then click enter, as I also grab again the line and then do this and then click enter. So neutral wire, how to deal with the neutral wire, you will do this and then change that neutral, that layer of red to blue wire. After changing that, we choose the position that is equalized like this, and for example choose from there and then go like this, and then go like this, and then do like this, then by horizontal again stop from there and then click enter. After that, enter again, so to return the on the rear or wire drawing. So if you click enter twice, you return back on the same part. After that, you will click also in the midpoint, then to the horizontal again on the left part, then click there, and you can rise up a little bit and then do this thing like how we have seen on here, that we must have this like this, and this, then we finish to the lamp. I will show you how to draw the lamp a little bit if you didn't follow the past videos. So then you stop from the point of equivalence. After stopping from the point of equivalence, after stopping from the point of equivalence, then you just click enter, and here again using the same line you search for the point of equivalent, then you rise up, find the equivalent again, which is the green line that can be drawn horizontally like this. You can see now the line is there showing that by here at least there will be equivalent, and then draw horizontally, rise again a little bit, find the point of equivalent if you want. Yes, you can see it is there, and then by here also find the point of equivalent, so that you may do something that have a hygiene. Drawing, it is a matter of hygiene. It is not about a matter of drawing too much thing. It is just drawing something that is intelligently showing that you have mastered the game of drawing. So you click enter like that. What you're gonna do now, before we draw again those remaining part of the lead wire, let us first understand this. We must understand how this, whether our circuit will be looking very well. You can see now we have finished that part, which shows us how this thing is going to look like. It is the intermediate switch that is connected to two parallel lamps. So we are going to put those lamps. How we're gonna do that? We change here from there and they choose this layer again, for it is the the normal layer, and then we choose the cycle from there, and you can see how our lamp will be like, but we want it to be on this edge to begin from here. So the way to do that is that we do choose we just grab this move. By move, when you click on this object and you click enter, then it will enter in the move mode. So you come here and choose this point and then grab it to the end where you want it to be. And now what we want to add there, it is the line that is showing as this is a ramp. So how we're gonna do that, you just come here like this and choose the line, some point from here, and pass it from the middle like this, and choose it, showing us the nearest point that at the least. Let us do like this, okay, and click enter. Again we choose from the center and we do it like this, and then click again from the line, and you just find the nearest point like this, then click enter. So what you're gonna do is that we are going to choose copy again. So the way to use copy is just with circle. I have explained the difference between this blue circle and the white circle, green circle, the green select or blue select. So how it works, and I will explain them on the next video so that you keep on discerning things. And without that knowledge, sometimes it will confuse you how this works. Like, so let us click enter. After clicking enter, let's choose the endpoint to be like this, and let us put it there to the endpoint, and then we click enter. You can see now the wires are there. Let's change this layer of the ramps to again red, and then choose the line from there, and we rise up a little bit. We search the point of equality, and then we just click there, and by here we can rise again, search the orthogonality, then click there, and then by there you just click like that. And you can see we finished the first lamp, and again here we rise up a little bit, we find the point of equality, then we go sorry, and we continue by this side, then we rise up a little bit like here, and we find the point of equivalent there, then we click like that, and then enter. You can see now it is working very well by blue layer and the white layer. So what we're gonna do again is adding those phases, which is neutral and the live one. How we're gonna do that, we just grab a rectangle, and hope we're using lead. So let us do it like this, and choose the phase to be like the ear, and again we choose the blue layer, and again we search for the phase. Let's begin like here. Yes, this will be the end point. So you can see we have finished the layer of you can see now we finished the layer of adding the live wires and the neutral wires. So the remaining cycles like that. On switches, you can come here and search for the midpoint at the circuit, for example from here, and you do it. Let's escape like that and use another wire, another color area, and by there you just grab it like here, and then you do it like this, and you click enter. After that, you can come again here and you draw also a circle in the middle, and here again you click enter. After that, you just again draw the circle, and you can see now we finished this whole circuit. The meaning is to add the words that is differentiating. There's lamps, switches, things like that. So how to do it? We will need the text tool. So the text tool will be here, and the way to use it, let's do it like this. And if you wanted to change color, let us first change the point, or even the font size, or font, the text style. Let's choose Verdana, and we will name this part live part. They are saying that must be LED, and you must change it to LED if you want, and you name it live like that. And then you can copy several times like that, and then you click enter, so that we use it across our drawing, like here, and you click there. Let's turn off orthogonality, and by here also we do it like this, and by this and this. So here it will be lamp 1, must follow step by step, and this here will be another lamp. So this is just copying, and then when you click enter, we are going now to change step by step this text, and we have seen that this text is in the blue color. So the way to do it, we come here and let us this say that must be the blue neutral like this blue neutral, and by here sorry, by here we will need a white color like this, and then click ramp 1 like this. Let's change this lady to white like this, ramp 1. Here we say ramp 2, change it from lady to white like that, ramp 2, and you can see here we will have from this lady to very white, and we say that it must be switch 1, and by here again we change this to be switch intermediate like that, and then we come here again and we double click so until that editing box comes, and then we just change the color to switch to like that. And you can see now we finished the wiring diagram of the intermediate switch. It is very simple, it is very understandable, and you must know it step by step. So what I'm going to show you now next is about the circuit diagram of this wire, where we have the intermediate switch. So you can see how our intermediate switch now is working, like where we have lamp 1, lamp 2, and then with live and in the neutral wires. So how you will be doing this, it is very simple. What you must do first is drawing the vertical line. The red one must be this live wire of LED, and then turn on orthogonality like this. Then you just click and enter. So after clicking enter, you go again to the drawing and we see how switch 1 and switch 2 and switch 3 are being drawn like. Nope, it is not the one. Yes, you can see how it is being drawn like. So what you're gonna do is just grabbing this line, and then you search for the midpoint, and then you go by here and then enter again, click enter to go on the same mode like this, and continue with the lead wires like this. Search for some point here and then go there and then enter and search again, click enter to search for equivalent point and spacing from there to equality from here, and then so what you're gonna do when you are searching the equality of the drawing that you want to make, you just rise up a little bit and then come a little bit down, and then you will see the green line that is showing you that at least they are equal, and then you click there. After that we go again, click enter again, so to go in the red wire mode again, and then search for distance between them, and then you just draw it like this and like this, and then click enter, and by here again click enter. By clicking enter, you switch the mode again and you go into drawing mode. You can see now it is the sign of equality. Now we want the sign of equality from here. Now you can see that it is there, and then click again, escape to get out of selection. So from there again you click enter mode and you search the midpoint from there. Let's choose this point to be midpoint, and then you continue as you draw the distance between the two wires distance like that. And again from there you can continue, yes, and say that let's this be the end point from there. What we are going to do now is to add some blue point from there, and we choose the blue wire from there, and then we click. For example, we want it to start from there. It must be in equality with this. You can see that they showed me that it must be there. And again do it like this, and then start from there. After that, search for any point that you want from there, and by there you can choose that it is the middle point, but let's escape from now and first draw these circles like lamps. We choose the white layer, which is here 01, which is the beginning layer or individual layer, and you just click here, so to scale the lamp like that. Or let us use copy, so that to make it quick. How to use a copy? You come here to copy and you copy like this, then you draw the blue copy, and the blue select. The way it works, I will explain it in the coming video, and you will know how to blue select it and the green select, how it works. So let us click enter. So to choose the point of selection that we want, let's choose that and turn off this orthogonality. By the end of this orthogonality, we choose the location of as the end point, and here we put there the end point. After that we will just use a little bit of entering, and after that we choose the blue wire from there, and by blue wire then you do it like this. Escape, first turn on orthogonality and find the midpoint by this side, and then rise down, so to search for the midpoint and equalize it with it here, and then go to the midpoint as it is indicated, then click enter and enter again to switch on the same mode and find the midpoint here. Let's use the nearest point like that and then click enter like that. So you can see how the circuit diagram now it is looking like. Let's use now the cycles, so to cycle our circuit, like let's skip that. And the first change the layer, we are going to use cycle, so to indicate the switch part like that. Enter again like that, and then you can gain again or Control Z, so to use small cycles like this one, and again enter like this, and then enter again. Yes. And now you can see how it is working like a little bit. Then you find, you click enter again, so to make the escape, to make the line of neutrality like this, escape. No, we don't have the cycles as the node of junctions, so what we're gonna do is coming here and first change these to red. Let's change our take red, and then you grab it from there and then click enter. After that we can copy by first selecting and then we click enter. A little bit we click here, and we go by selecting, by turning off this orthogonality like that, or you can even let us will be using another side. Let's choose the endpoint. Yes, wait for the endpoint first to appear so that you know that you are dealing with the endpoint. So after that, then click enter. A little bit, we must now grab this point to come from there to best side, and then you click here and then you grab it a little bit like this. Now let's just do this, then click enter, then grab it from there to the point there, and then we copy it again like this. Then we click enter and search for the point where we want, and then we do it like this, step by step, then like this like this, and like this, step by step like that. And after this you click enter a little bit, then you draw the same line like this at the nearest point where you want, then you click enter and enter again to switch on the same mode, then like this, then enter enter again to switch in the same mode. Yes, like that. Then enter again to go in the same mode, like this. Then click enter, then find the layer of neutrality, which is white, and then to the same point is search for some point of intersection, and here you will need the point of intersection there, and then again the point of intersection there, and then the point of intersection there by there. So you just click enter like that, and I hope you have seen the circuit diagram. As we finish the circuit diagram, there is the remaining part, which is called the intermediate, or the schematic diagram. The schematic diagram is the only diagram that shows you a line in the circuit, but it uses the line to indicate that there are somehow several wires from different position, 2 wire, 3 wires, 4 wire. So how to do it? You can grab a little bit a layer that you want, but different from red and white. Let's use this. So the way you will do it is just draw like this, horizontal, like this. Use orthogonality and start from here. After there, you click enter and just grab a little bit this like this, and then rise a little bit, and then click enter and rise a little bit again, and make sure the symbol of equality is there, and then add it there. You can see now we need this again 2 line from here to here, and enter, then line from here to here, showing that you have 3 switches, and again another line from here to here, like this. After that, you click enter. After clicking enter, you can use this simple cycle to indicate the position. For example, I want this cycle to begin from there, like that, and then click enter. You can copy this cycle like this, and then click enter. You search its point of center, and then you click by the end of every wire like this, and then you can see we will need to indicate now it is the wires, the switches. What you're gonna do is just using the architecture switches, the one that is in electrical installations. Then you also use here the 1 gang switch, but here because it is intermediate, we'll need something that is looking like this, and then enter again, and you do it like this, and then click like that, and then yeah, you click again enter. So to keep drawing like this, and then enter, as you again click the enter again, so to switch in the same mode. After that, you can see now we are finishing with the intermediate switch and the short. So to show that there is indication of the 2 wires, you can use the same line and come here and you can come here and draw a horizontal line that is like this, and then click enter again to show the horizontal line. Somehow a line that is showing that indicates that there are 2 wires like this, and then here again it is like that, and by here and again here, and then at the end here you can also do like this, and then enter again from here to here, and then enter here to here, and then from here to here like this. And you can see we have finally finished the schematic diagram. The last thing that is remaining is to put the alarm, but before we go, let's put there a first. Yes, you can see this is now a fuse that is protecting our circuit from breaking, and I have forgot here to put this the fuses I will be putting there. The matter of minute, let's just copy this lamp, and now escape, let's copy like this, and you can see I've copied it, that you click enter, then you find the point of copying. By there you will put it here, and then at the end you will be putting it there. After that you can see somehow it is working well, and then you can just grab a little bit the fuses, but they corresponding to the wires, and we use this rectangular drawing select, and after that we use this like this. This is from red wire or live wire, and this is from the neutral wire of blue. And you can see now we have finished the drawing of this simple intermediate switch. So this is all in one. Don't leave without subscribing. This is heavy work that we've done for you, and I will keep dropping this video so that you understand the software very well, how it works and how it must be